feel like this is the inception of Gundam, because this is a re-release of a redesign based off another redesign of an upgrade for a main protagonist Gundam. The amount of steps it takes to get here is almost asinine. Hey guys, it's 101R Smith, back again with another review, this time of the Master Grade Wing Gundam version EW. Now this is a kit that is somewhat anticipated. As always, this is a requested review by Itachi Uchida. Dude, I am so sorry it took forever for me to get to this. I have been trying to find this kit stateside for the last 4 months and I've had no luck. So if you're still hanging with me, buddy, thank you, and this goes out for you. Just like always, if you want a review, all you gotta do is request it on the comments and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. Now, to be honest, other than the fact that this took a while to find, I was a little apprehensive because, screw it, I'm just gonna get my bias out here as fast as I can in order to do a really good review. I hate this Gundam. No, seriously, I hate this Gundam. Not Wing Gundam, Wing Gundam Kow, which is this essentially. Because I just think it's a lazy redesign. It really is. All they did, or all Hajime Katoki did, was take Wing Gundam Zero Custom, change the color palette, and then added some wings. Or more mechanical wings than the angel wings. I prefer the angel wings. I just feel this is really lazy, and I just preferred TV versions of these designs. And unfortunately, Endless Waltz, Glory of the Losers is now a big thing, especially with Frozen Teardrop, and I guess they'd rather go with the manga version since some people have said it's a more definitive version of Gundam Wing, but my heart will always be with the TV designs. But maybe building this thing might change my bias. I've had that happen maybe once, but let's try to do this together. Why don't we open up the box and see what we have here? Opening up the box, and you're going to realize that the majority of the runners say Wing Gundam Kow, not EW. That is because this is the exact same kit as Wing Gundam Kow. The only main differences here in this kit are it's using a more brighter color scheme, and the inner frame is more of a gray instead of a brown. One addition to this kit that isn't in the Kow back from 2004, there are two adapters for an action base. One for normal Gundam mode, and another one for bird mode. I would say that I really like the choice of blue, and I like the choice of the yellow. It matches up with the other EW and Gundam Wing kits. And you can also color the clear pieces, which I'm glad aren't completely stickers in this kit. Otherwise, this is your standard fare for an early to mid 2000s Master Grade, nothing. All built up, and now we have Wing Gundam Kow, or Wing Gundam version EW. And admittedly, I'll say my feelings for it have softened due to the build. I really do like the color choice of the blue and the yellows. It's very prominent and it looks stronger than the Kow version. But still, I can't shake the fact that this is just Wing Zero with different wings. However, there are some different functionalities like the talons on the forearms instead of what was on Wing Zero. And I do like the head sculpt. It really looks good, and the V-fin and everything. And I'll admit, it's a pretty good looking Gundam. Hajime Katoki did a good job with its looks. Now, outside of its looks, let's take a look at its articulation and see how it handles for something this old. Like always, we're going to start with the head. The head can go up and down, double jointed, and with a polycap, and can go 360. However, you need to be mindful of the chin because it can very easily get caught in between the machine guns on its chest. The shoulders can pop out on its own due to the transformation, and both the shoulders and arms can go 360 if you move the wings around. And you're going to get a double jointed elbow. Unfortunately though, this uses the old style Master Grade hands, 3-1, no tabs or anything, so it's going to be a blunder for holding weapons. You get a nice swivels and on the sides of the waist. The front skirts and side skirts can move out. On the wings themselves, you're going to get a decent amount of articulation going side to side and up and down. On the knees, you're going to get a very beautiful double jointed knee with a floating kneecap. And you're going to get some pretty good ankle articulation with a lot of it going down, but not really up. Otherwise, I would say that this is some pretty good articulation for a Gundam this age. Just like any other Gundam, this comes with accessories, and they are redesigns of the original Wing Gundam in an edition that never been seen before in anime style. First off, you're going to get the shield, and this is functionally the same way as it works in the original shield of Wing Gundam. How it attaches, it has a unit in the side that connects to an open slot on the forearm, and then you could just swivel it around. It looks pretty good, and again, you can swivel it not only with the arm and the shield, but the arm itself. It has a swivel unit that works pretty good. Inside of the shield, you're going to get a beam saber, just like in the original Wing Gundam. You get 2 beam effects, but only 1 beam saber. And it uses more of an aqua green instead of the neutral green that the other Gundam Wing kits use. Still, it works fine. Now, you're going to be asking, what the heck are those? Now, Hajime Katoki tried to fix a design flaw in the original TV version of Wing Gundam. In Gundam Wing, Wing Gundam only had 3 shots in its buster rifles before it became a deadweight and had to switch to melee. These are beam canisters which held ammo packs up to 9 shots for the buster rifle, and you can attach it to the forearm. I think this is a good idea, but I feel just having those attached is going to become a target for any enemy mobile suit, just in my opinion. And next we have the redesigned buster rifle, and man, this thing is just big. It honestly looks more like a rifle than a gun from the original Gundam. However, this is what this kit is infamous for. It really can't hold its buster rifle. There's just no way. There's no tabs or anything for it to hold on to. I actually had to cheat out and use the other arm in tandem with the shield to be able to hold the weapon up to do this pose. There's just no way you're going to hold this without any modding of the hand or the weapon itself. Last but not least, this kit has a transformation into bird mode, just like the original Gundam. And I'll give it this actually looks like a bird. I like the look of this bird mode. I know a lot of Gundams get flack nowadays because a lot of people think transforming Gundams just can't work or it's very easily designed, but I think this works pretty well. And for the comparison, here is Wing Gundam version EW with Wing Zero Custom. And again, same kits with only slight modifications. They are fundamentally the same Gundam. Now that we come up and I finally finished building and reviewing this thing, I gotta say, my feelings have changed, but not really. Now hear me out. I think this kit on its own is a decent kit. I like the look of it, I like the color choices, the articulation is fairly well, it still somewhat holds up even though I really don't like the hands. Unfortunately, this kit can't use its main weapon, and if you looked at any of my IBO reviews, you know how I feel about kits that can't use its own weapons. I really think Bandai should have just used the new Gundam Wing frame that they built for the other 4 and used it as a starting point instead of just recycling an old kit, but I guess it was trying to save money. Now when it comes to between that and the original TV version of Wing Gundam, I still prefer Wing Gundam due to nostalgia and the fact that I just like the fact that the wings can open up. I really wish the wings on this kit were more articulated. It would have been a beauty to see those wings open up just like in the TV version. I don't know why they decided not to make that a factor here. It would have been really cool. On its own, Wing Gundam Kow or Wing Gundam EW is an okay kit. It stinks that it can't hold its weapon, and again, it's just a recycle, but for its own look and its own style, it works pretty good. It's a very beautiful looking kit, and I do like the bird mode. It is admittedly an improvement over the original TV version's bird mode, so it has that going there. Would I say get it over Wing Zero Custom? No, but if you really like Hajime Katoki's redesign of Wing Gundam, I say go for it. You're gonna get a kit that is gonna look good and will work for you. This is another review done. I'm happy to take a request and do a review of it. Again, if you're interested in a review, leave a comment below of any kit that you might want in the Masquerade line, and I will try to get it to it as soon as possible. This is 101R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.